What's up, Peep Squad? Peep Squad is in the building, baby. What's going on? Peep Squad is in the building. Let's get down to the situation. Let's talk about Black Ink Crew. Lord have mercy. What is going on in this situation? Like, Lord, what is going on with Donna? Donna, what are you doing? What is happening to you? Like, this looks just so bad and so terrible. And I can't believe security let Donna and Alex leave together. Like, what's going on with that situation? Like, Donna, everybody's out here saying this and saying that. Is this shit true? Like, Donna, you and Alex are out here wilding like this in the streets, acting up, and it's on national TV. What is going on? Like, this is crazy. Donna. Like, and all the stuff that you done did, everything that you done showed us, Donna, you done went out like this. They accusing you are not liking people like Young Bay, and then also you putting your hands on Alex. Like, what is going on in this situation? You ain't tattooing no more. You ain't in the shop. You beefing with everybody. Like, some of them ladies deserve to get beef with. Like, we already know Tatti ain't no good, and we know Young Bay done turned on you. They basically went the other way. They left you hanging just like they did, you know, Miss Kitty. Like, Lord have mercy. But Donna, what are you doing? Like, for real, Alex is out here calling production and the producers and asking for a separate room and faking like he is sick so he don't have to stay in the same room with you. I know y'all ain't doing this for a storyline. Like, what's going on? Like, this is crazy. Like, Donna, this is bad for business. Like, for real. Damn, Donna. This season wasn't it for you. You should have just took a break. You should have just fall back. You got Crystal jumping into the situation, and basically she's kind of like through and done with Donna too as well. She ain't trying to hear it. She's trying to get her glow up. Her and Tatti are trying to get that glow up, baby. They trying to blow up off the situation, and Donna's out here looking bad in these streets. It looks terrible. Yes, she was online crying and talking about how hurt she was, but Lord have mercy, that situation with Alex is bad for business. And let's not forget about, you know, Teddy. Teddy made sure he cleaned up that situation for his new girlfriend when it comes to Tatti basically wanted to be up in his room. And what's going on with Walt? Walt really stole the money. Like, what's going on, Walt? You out here robbing seeds for real? Because you and your girl said on Twitter that you guys are going to prove it wrong unless they edit it out, they cut it out. But Walt went to go see a PI, and that's it. The season's over. So basically, your reputation is still crazy out here in these streets that you done stole from season. You said it was a cash advance. You know, you done broke into the shop. Like, what is going on? Like, this is crazy. For real. Like, what's going on? Hey, what's up, Sunday Ocean? What's up, Teresa Bell? What's going on? What's popping with y'all? Like, this is crazy. Like, what is happening? What is going on with Donna? This is just like crazy. Teddy, you got Puma, Walt, they all worried. You even got Ink Daddy from Atlanta, Black Ink. He's worried about, you know, Alex, like, what's going on? And we know Alex and Donna are still together. They're still together today. Like, this is crazy. Donna, what are you guys doing over there? Like, Lord have mercy. Let's just talk about this situation. It is crazy. Like, this is ridiculous. Donna, where's your mama? Where's your father? Like, they need to get up in this situation. You need to have a PSA and tell the world that, hey, this is not going on or something, because you fit the textbook of what people say when you're in a relationship with that person. You need to run, you need to leave, you need to go to the shelter, baby. The way that she done pushed Alex up in that car, she done pulled up. Puma's jumping, he's scared. You already know Puma's a scaredy cat when it comes to any type of physical altercation. He don't want nothing to do with it. We already know. Like, this is crazy. For real, like, what is happening? So we get down to the situation. We got, you know, Mr. Puma's in this situation, and Puma basically, his girl, his wife Kwani, she wants to move to Atlanta. It's nice out here in Atlanta. It's nice out there in Atlanta. She wants to stay. She wants to be there, and also so does Spider. But you already know they don't already move back to New York. They're going around looking at houses and everything with Suzette, because Suzette's a realtor. So basically, she's showing some of her skills, on camera. We see C's done fall all the way through for Suzette. So he done proposed to her. Then we got C's come up with an idea having like an art gallery, because Black Ink used to be about art, and then it went a whole nother way. So now I guess they're getting back to the plan, and C's walk up into the shop, and he's all laughing. Everybody's laughing. He was like, yo, why these people sitting here laughing? They cracking jokes and everything, and he's not feeling the situation at all, because C said, you guys want to keep cracking jokes, you guys want to keep being funny, you guys will be an unemployed comedian for real. So basically C's is still poking at Walter, basically still convinced that Walter done stole the $5,000 and broke into the shop and took shit. Lord have mercy. Walt and Jess said they was gonna clear their name, and I don't know if they cut it out or what, but he didn't clear his name. So is it real? Like, is C's really like F Walt? Walt, you really done took that money. Now you really, did you break into that shop? Lord have mercy. If this is actually any truth to it, you better be glad they didn't call the popos on you. Lord have mercy. But in any event, Walt is doing good. He's doing a lot of shows here and there. But did you really break into C's shop? Did you really steal from him? Or was it just a storyline? Because this don't look right, because you did not clear your name, you or Jess, at all. It looks bad. It looks like you are out here stealing. It looks like what, C's is alleging about you, or he alleged that you doing this and you doing that. The shit looks like it possibly could be true. I hope they cut it out. I hope you address the situation, because y'all, it's like, damn. Walt going out bad, Donna going out bad, and then Alex going out, basically still in that shambles of a relationship. If that's any truth to it, it's like, damn. But it seems like when it comes to Rock is basically getting his get back in the situation, and he starts to make fun of Spider, how Spider talk, and he's imitating him, and basically, walking like he's kind of bow-legged, walking funny and everything. So it seems like, Rock is trying to put his feet down. He's trying to put it down that, he ain't the one to play with, he ain't the one to mess with. I was like, Lord have mercy, what is going on? What's going on over there at Black Ink Crew? From Sky, Sky kind of like, straighten out her situation when it comes to her sons, and why she ain't on the show. Then Miss Kitty allegedly, with Ryan. Now you got Donna out here, falling up in front of security, and production and producers snatching up Alex when they supposed to be worried about him, and he got scratches. Like, Lord have mercy, what are they doing over there? What is actually happening? What is happening in this situation? Like, this is crazy. Like, Lord have mercy. I was just like, shit. Like, y'all went they even have to put the signs up like, yo, if you are in a situation like this, please call this number. Like, what? And now Caesars, basically want to have a contest where they auction off art, and it has to be original art, and he wants his, his cast, his crew to be a part of the situation. Rock is looking at Crystal like, girl, please don't show me up again. You show me up on being the #1 artist. You done show me up on rapping. He was like, come on. I'm like, and Rock, the way that you built that situation for the art gallery, your original art, if that's all you can come up with, I would not want you to be tattooing me, point blank, period. It look like you got no creative skills at all. Like, what? I don't know why. I don't even know why, Belle. I don't even know why. I don't know if they use Walt. I don't know if Walt's going to ever clear his name, and they're going to wait till next season to clear his name. I have no idea, but it is really a shady situation all the way up and down. Especially, he didn't clear it up, no clarification. And sees this is him on the last episode, basically saying you'll be an unemployed comedian. Like, damn. Like, C's is still holding a grudge when it comes to Walt. Like, it's serious. You know what I mean? When he takes these little shots, when you know? I'm like, wait a minute, like, what's going on? Like, for real, for real. And so we get to the situation. You got Mr. Spider. He's over there with Rock, and Criss is over there. They're basically getting there all together, having a conversation. And everybody think Donna is going, like, Donna Van Moose. Donna, you know, she disappeared. And they all looked up, and Donna is in the crib. Donna is in the house, and they're like, Lord have mercy. They don't know what to do about the situation. Crystal was like, I don't know who gonna go over there and talk to Donna. I don't know who's on good terms with Donna. I'm like, Lord have mercy. I was like, Crystal, you really feeling that way? Crystal's feeling serious. But what we already know how Crystal's going to feel towards Donna, because Donna did unfollow her, but Donna didn't do nothing personal to her too as well. But Donna is clicked up with Tatti, so therefore they're sticking together like it's thick as thieves, you know what I mean? So Donna's out, Crystal can kind of take her spot, and they bring some more new people, and then, you know, Young Bay, you know, will be an OG, and then, you know, Tatti's an OG, and then Crystal be making her way to be an OG, and Donna will be out the building. So in any event, you already know she's close to Tatti. Tatti's beefing with Donna, and Donna is a no-go. If you hang with Donna, you might not be on the show. If you're cool with Donna, you might not be on the show, you know what I mean? Especially, you know, when everybody's against her. So do you jeopardize your back for somebody that you think is in the wrong, or somebody that you ain't rocking with, somebody you ain't cool with? So in any event, Crystal's basically saying, who's gonna go over there and talk to Donna? Like, I can't believe that she's here. You don't know what type of move that she's gonna be in. You know, it could go all the way good, it can go all the way bad, because we know how Donna is. So basically, she's talking all types of shit about Donna. So you already know Young Bay's not rocking with Donna, Tatti's not rocking with Donna, and basically, you know, Crystal made it crystal clear that she ain't rocking with Donna either. So it's just one of them situations. Lord have mercy. What a shame, shame, shame. But Donna, like, you know, standing next to you is like, you know, catching a stray one. Ain't nobody trying to catch no stray one for you, Donna, especially if you ain't doing what you're supposed to do. Like, Lord, Donna done walked in the house. She basically wasn't gonna say nothing to nobody, just walked right in, and she looked like something's wrong, something's going on. Like, she had to come film, she had to come get that money, she had to come get that paycheck. Like, damn. And Donna got her attitude on. Crystal was like, who is going to confront her? Who's going to talk to her? Crystal was like, I don't want to be the one. Crystal was like, I don't want to be the one. I don't want to have a conversation. Rock was like, I don't got no problem with Donna, you know what I mean? And I don't want to have no problem with Donna. So Spider basically is going to be the one that's going to sit over there and talk to Donna, because, you know, him and Donna are kind of like, okay. And you already know when it comes to Rock, he can barely do whatever. He's always losing on the show. So, you know, he is not going to feel no type of way about Donna. Donna is, you know, she's a casualty, and basically you got, you know, he always sides with the winning team, you know. And so Crystal too, Crystal was gone for a minute, she's back. They ain't gonna jeopardize their spot. They gonna use C's, use black ink, use whatever they can use to get to where they need to go. And amen, it is what it is. So he's like, I don't want to have a conversation. So Donna looks pretty, but Donna looks pretty perturbed and mad at them, and they didn't do shit to her, but she feels like everyone is, you know, turning on her. They're choosing sides. She don't get no support. And Donna basically is like, how come you didn't call me, Crystal? What's up, Crystal? What's good with the situation? Crystal was like, you unfollowed us, so we didn't know what to do. And Donna was like, I would have checked on you. I would have did this for you. You know, Donna, I don't know why you keep thinking these people are your friends. Like, these people are cool with you. Like, these people got your back. Like, what's going on? Like, you be doing too much, Donna. Like, Donna, you seriously got problems. What's up, Major? How you doing? Hey, LaDonna, what's going on? Hey, Tony, what's up? So, you know, it's like one of them situations where it's just really a terrible situation, point blank, period. Donna is all in one. She's on one. And, you know, she's going back and forth with Crystal. And, you know, Crystal was like, I didn't know what to do because, you know, you unfollowed me. And so, and then Rock is like, you know, she was gonna call you, but, you know, she didn't know what she stood with you. If she was your friend, she was gonna call you regardless. But we already know what side she's on. You already know what side she gonna choose. So it is what it is. It's not even choosing a side, because one sees and the rest of the crew is pissed off at you. When you have conversations with them people, they get upset. You already seen it with Puma. You done seen it with Donna. You done seen it with Miss Kitty. You done seen it with Oh Shit. You done seen it, you you know, with Jada Blue, you done seen it. Once you want to ounce, you know, anybody rocking with you, they think that you're choosing a side, even if you're not choosing a side. But right now, Donna was like, I want to support. I want you guys to support me. I want you guys to help me. And they were like, yo, they just looking at her and shoot. And then Rock is like, yo, listen, you got to talk to Young Bae. Young Bae's upset. She's pissed. She's mad at you, girl. You know, basically about the comment that Donna put online. And Donna was like, yo, it ain't no hate like that. You know, I always say stupid stuff. If Young Bae wants to be mad at me, then she can be mad at me. She knows I always talk crap, but I always been there for her. I always had her back. Now she gonna change on me. So Donna is seeing how it goes. She done did it to people. Now it's turned around. They done switched on her. You know, she is basically, you know, she's basically not good for them right now. Right now, they're not feeling her. They only got 10 episodes. So, Donna, you took the L, and Walt took the L this season. Bad. But, Donna, keep your hands to yourself. Keep your hands to yourself, girl. Like, for real. Like, she's doing too much. But in any event, I don't even, you know, Donna knows what's going on. She knows these people ain't her friends no more. That's why she was crying 2 weeks ago on live, because now she realizing that they ain't her friends and they done turned on her. And now she's finding out that Young Bae's upset with her. Young Bae can't call her. She ain't called Young Bae. Donna's basically on the verge of being homeless. You know, she ain't got no money. She ain't making no money right now. And she's stressed out. Her and Alex are doing whatever. I don't know, you know, if there's something else involved in the situation. But in any event, Donna feels like she's been used and taken advantage of. When she was in her high prime and she was hot, you know, she had no direction and she was good for TV. Now she ain't good, and they're telling her vamos. They're telling her to bounce. Vamonos. They're telling her to get the hell up out of here. Like, Lord have mercy. What's up, Dave? What's going on? Hey, Robinson, what's good? So I'm just like, damn, Donna done hit, you know, Donna done reached a new low, y'all. A new low. But, you know, she feels like she deserved more. Everybody else is moving on. Everybody else is getting projects and she ain't getting nothing. But when C's offered her a project, she should have took it to see if he was really going to come through with having a photo shoot, a fashion show, or whatever the case may be. But she just felt like she just been betrayed and she ain't worth nothing. I guess she's basically seeing the writing on the wall. That, girl, we don't need you no more. We done used you up. And you allowed yourself to be used. Lord have mercy. And so Donna said, well, basically, these guys could apologize to Young Bae for me. Crystal was like, what? Then Donna said, like, why won't you support me? Like, I would have called you, Crystal. I would have reached out to you. Like, you keep thinking these people are your friends. You keep thinking they got your back. You keep thinking that they like you, but they don't. You was good for a few seasons, and now they're just like, nope. And Donna was like, she wants some respect. She wants some support. She wants this and that. But, you know, if you want respect and you want support, you got to be doing better things too as well. You got to let people know that you change, you different. You don't fly off at the handle. You can handle negative situations. Even if they're coming at you and they're trying to make you look bad and assassinate your character, you should be able to stand up, hold up, stand tall, and prove them wrong and have everybody on your side, because you've been on this show for years. There's people that mess with you, but you've been doing too much, girl. Putting your hands on people, you know, doing that to Alex, and Alex is a sweetheart, but he said he put his hands on her too. I'm like, Lord have mercy. What is going on in this situation? And Donna basically don't want to hear it. And Miss Crystal's basically like, I'm apologizing to Young Bae for you. So Donna is telling them to tell Young Bae I said sorry, because Young Bae ain't hit her up or talk to her. Young Bae's doing her own thing. Then, you know, they getting out all the originals, and Donna's not original like that, but you know, she's been on longer than them. And boom, bada bing, she's about to hit the streets, and she can feel it, and she knows she ain't got nobody on her side, no shoulder to cry on at all. It's a damn shame. Crystal was like, you're going to have to tell her yourself. You're going to use me to apologize to Young Bae for you. Because Crystal's basically saying that I'm your mouthpiece. That people going to be thinking I support you and I'm down with you and I'm following you. And basically I'm apologizing for you. So somehow I must feel some type of way about you. Somehow I must be still in communications and cool with you after you unfollow the whole cast. And you know, C's and the rest of them would see that as disloyalty. Disloyal. And Crystal was like, you gonna do that yourself. I ain't your mouthpiece. And Crystal basically ain't gonna be stupid. I was like, Lord have mercy. Crystal was like, girl, you're gonna have to fight your own battle. you're gonna have to handle your own business. And then it flashed, and then, you know, they asked about Alex. How's Alex doing? She's like, she haven't seen him in a week because he's quarantining because of, you know, he's supposed to have COVID, but he doesn't. He did it to get away from Donna because he's been mentally stressed out, mentally, you know, touched, mentally not feeling right. He's in that room with Donna. Donna's going crazy because she's realizing it's almost the end of the road with this black ink stuff, and there's nowhere to go from here. And it's just like, damn. And then you got, you know, Ink Daddy basically out here saying, you know, we need to put our APB out for Alex and find out what's good with him, to find out what's going on, because we need to ask him, you know, he need to blink his eyes twice if he's okay, if he's all right, because he feels like he's in a bad situation with Donna. And then Teddy jumps in the situation. He feels like it's a bad situation with Donna and Alex, and he does not feel like Alex is in a good place or a safe place. And then you done got Mr., you know, Spider basically saying, what you guys saying, that he's in a, you know, a domestic type of relationship. Then Donna basically is throwing off her comments she said about Young Bae. She ain't paying it no mind. We got Walk. He goes to see a PI. Walk goes to see this PI basically to prove that he didn't steal the money. But when the producers ask you for the receipt, Walk, of your Uber, you know, or your Lyft, you said you can produce it, but you didn't show them. So what's happening? Or do they have it and they're waiting for next season to prove your innocence to carry it on? But right now it seems like you done took the $5,000, which you call a cash advance, and then allegedly broke into the shop. You haven't been proven innocent. You should have been all out here. You and Jess said you was gonna prove yourself. You said, don't wait, watch, you're gonna see it. Wait for a few episodes. We ain't seen shit. I ain't seen shit. I don't know what you talking about. Like, what's going on, Mo? What's going on from the bottom? What's up? How you doing? Hey, Jennifer, how you doing? Please hit the like button. It'll be greatly appreciated. What's going on, Tony? What's going on, Mona? What's going on? Like, Lord have mercy. Walt looking like Jay Evans. Lord have mercy. Major. I'm like, shit, like, this shit is crazy. Like, for real, for real. Oh man, Walt, you stealing like that. If you steal from your boy that's on TV, you know they're gonna put you on blast. You know your relationship with Jess was put on blast, with Tatti trying to break you up and saying that you was with her, you was trying to get with her, you been out here in these streets cheating, and then you're gonna embarrass your wife Jess and be stealing money. What is going on in that home? Like, she should be making some money where he ain't got to steal, baby. Like, what is happening? Yes, free Alex. Like, Lord have mercy. What a sad situation. What's going on, Walt? Walt looks good on Instagram. Like I said, he's doing a lot of different comedy shows. He's been, you know, booked and busy, but at the same time, he improved his innocence. Like, Lord have mercy. Maybe they cut it out. Maybe they want it to look like that. But damn, Walt, this is how you gonna be seen until next season, that you done stole from C's. C's done brought the situation up again tonight. Episode basically shading you, and you didn't get nowhere with this PI. Like, man, what? And so we got, you know, the art contest going on, or the art gallery situation where they're going to be producing original art. We have, you know, Rock. His art looks terrible. Like, come on. Like, you see this hand? Do you see what he is putting together? Like, this is bad. Like, seriously? What's up, New Sky? What's going on? Hey, Ralph, what's good? I came on early, a little bit early. Thank you for coming through. I appreciate it. So we get down to this situation where Teddy basically is being confronted by, you know, the neighborhood, spread them open wide, bust it down, you know, basically is telling, you know, Teddy, hey, listen, I ain't trying to mess up my chances. You know, I ain't trying to, you know, lose what I got. I done seen how you guys done did everybody, and I've been a part of how you guys done did a lot of people. So I apologize for coming on to you. I apologize for wanting to jump in your bed. I apologize, you know, from trying to pull up on you in front of your girlfriend. And maybe I've been pulling up, but I got bold. I had too much to drink. And Teddy handled the situation very nice with Tatti. Of course he was, you know, with the kid gloves on, and he's just so happy that they can have a conversation and sit down like adults and talk about the situation, because at one point in time Teddy could not stand Tatti, but they worked it out. They worked it out. So she apologized for wanting her old thing back. She apologized for watching she watched the glow up of Teddy making that money, starting a record label, doing the sneaker business, you know, having his own sneakers and things of that nature, you know, and basically, you know, she's like, damn, the glow up is real, and she ain't trying to mess up anything. She done apologize and apologize. Lord have mercy. And they hugged it out too as well, because you already know his fiance was feeling a certain type of way. And this is, you know, what's his name? This is Rock's, you know, artwork. Come on, what is this? It's not even painted well. The paint is chipping, you know, and the bottom of this hand with whatever's inside, you know, I don't know what that's supposed to be. I can assume and throw out different gestures of what this is. But who's buying this? Who's buying this and putting that in their house? You know, who's doing that? Who is doing that? Like, this is his art. Please like the video. Please share the video. Please subscribe to the channel. It'll be greatly appreciated. For real, Peep Squad. So I'm like, I don't know what's going on with Rock, but like, Rock, you were taking L's too as well. You took a lot of L's this season, but not bad L's. You took light L's. And we have Ink Daddy. I think he actually did this, you know, drawing, or he did the one on top of it. You know, they didn't really show it well. They just basically skipped over whatever they did. They skipped it over. So I was just like, Lord have mercy. And then, you know, we have Young Bae. This is her art. Her art looks beautiful. You already know Young Bae is a beast when it comes to the pen. When it comes to art, she's the beast. So it is what it is. And Puma, you know, he's the host. They ain't even hiring hosts for any of their events. Puma is just the go-to guy to host the party, to host, you know, to host the situation. So you already know what's going on with that situation. And then we have, let me see. Hey, what's up? What's going on?
Hey, what's up, Peep Squad?
What's up? How you doing? What's good with you?
Nothing much. I only got a couple of things to say. So I gotta go somewhere pretty soon. But I hate the way they doing Donna right now.
Okay.
Even though I know, you know, she's had her little past. She hasn't been the sweetest. But it's just like, enough is enough. It's like, it's almost sickening. Like, it's like, and the way they trying to big up that Asian girl, it's like they playing them against each other. It's like she can't do no wrong. I mean, am I tripping? Is it weird?
Yeah, but you already know, if you talk about that, they got bills in place, so you know you can just say how you feel about Donna being treated.
What's her name? What do they call her? Young Bae?
Yep.
Young Bae?
Young Bae.
Yeah, it's weird. I feel like they're trying to, like, put them against each other in a weird way. And it's like, whatever Donna do is wrong now. It's like, it's almost goofy. It's almost dang near to the point where I feel like she could get two-pieced. Because he's doing way too much. It's like, did they secretly have a little tryst or something, and he feels a certain kind of way about it, or is he jealous of Donna and the little boy she with?
It could be that, or the major situation is because she bagged Duchess, you know. And that's,
I mean, come on now.
She bagged Duchess, and Duchess was C's love of his life, and Donna ended up getting her one night. So I don't think he ever got over that.
I feel like that don't even count. Duchess don't even, Donna don't even have a penis. Like, that shouldn't even been. Isn't that most guys' fantasy or dream or whatever? Like,
C's didn't want nobody to touch Duchess. Duchess was off limits. Duchess was like his Mother Teresa, was like his in all to be all. That was his power. That was his queen. So everything was off limits. And then Donna went there and got it. And nobody in New York could say that they had Donna. So he really felt a certain type of way. I don't think he ever forgave her for that. I don't think so.
Oh my God. he running around like a woman scorner, and he doing like a little bitch shit too. I feel like he's annoying. Him and Tatti are very annoying. Teddy's hella like a woman.
Well, Tatti done changed. Tatti done got money now. He got a record label now. So you already know how that situation is. You know how that's gonna go. But yeah, Donna looks bad this season. This is just terrible from everything, from her reputation of not liking people like Young Bae and being inconsiderate, basically putting her hands on Alex, and then and then going off and being all crazy and arguing with people, arguing with C's when he's basically saying, I'm giving you an opportunity. I think she should have let him see if he was really going to hold a art gallery for her or rent a space for her and do a photo shoot just to see if he was going to do it or not. And then it just looks like, she's controlling Alex. Then she's, chasing, Tatti down. Tatti was in their bed. They go to work and she's like, oh, Donna, you better do this. It's like, when you getting with the boss, you're supposed to get some type of favors. You're supposed to be looked at differently. That's why you with the boss. You know what I mean? You're going to hop in my bed and then the next day we get at work, you gonna tell me to take my ass in the closet. But then Tatti so it's just like Donna just looks like she's out of control this season. It looks like she's picking fights with everybody. It just is it's a really bad look for her. And Alex, this is like the worst. Like, people feel certain type of ways, This could be career ending for Donna, for real. People might not want to mess with her, and then she's still think that they are her friends. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's looking real bad for Donna. Hopefully she could come back from this, but I feel like they just picking too, and I feel like all of it is almost like tick tick boom. So I never would support nobody putting their hands on nobody. But I feel like, it's just a build-up. And Alex, I feel like she needs somebody a little stronger than Alex, to be honest. He a mama's boy.
Mm-hmm.
He can't do nothing with her at all. It's like she could, basically two-piece him or, if she was going on, he the one that's on the other end of the domestic disputes every time.
He needs to walk away. He needs to just leave, but he's in love. Donna done put that thing on him. And then on top of that, he's probably used to it. He's probably thinking it's going to get better and things of that nature. And, why are they having these financial problems? And then she's having problems with everybody at the shop, is bringing them, even down even more, because I seen them, last summer and then through the pandemic hosting, doing parties, and they looked like they was getting along. And then now you got them on here. You got the guys worried, for Alex. They feel like, damn, Alex is in a bad spot. You got Puma say he's not supporting any domestic situation. He don't want to film. Like, Lord, they're like, look, and then you got the producers coming out yelling at Donna, like,
She might need some medicine. She could be borderline. I'm not a psychiatrist. I can't when that's prescribed, but give anybody any diagnosis. But she seemed like she could be on the spectrum of borderline a little bit, and she may need to get some help. But they're not making it any better by being a little passive aggressive, trying to put her against Young Bae, trying to the littlest thing call her out like it's a big thing. I feel like if C's don't want her around no more, I feel like he should just give her walking papers. He's already embarrassed her. He's already made her look crazy on national television. He's gotten his revenge, because now it's almost getting to the point where I feel like it could be bullying.
All right, do you want to stay on hold because I got to finish my review, or you want to call back?
No, I gotta go anyway. I just had to call in and say that
Okay.
little piece real quick.
All right, we got somebody
All
that
right,
defend
Peep Squad,
Donna.
Mary.
Thank you, Peep Squad. Dave
I got
Hart,
you.
California's in the building, baby. The Bay.
I had to defend Donna. She looking crazy on TV.
I know. Like, I was watching this like, oh my God, I've been defending Donna. I was like, I can't defend this woman no more. This woman is out here doing this. And then the way that they show her and how aggressive she was. And it was like she fit all the stereotypes, the textbook of a person you in a relationship with that is the abuser to leave. And it was like, Donna don't have no holdback. Like, damn, just walk away. Be like, Alex, I love you. I'm sorry. I went through this. I was going through that. You party with C's, do something. She done pushed this man into her car and drove off. And security was like, what's up? They didn't do nothing.
Yeah, it's sad because I think Alex is getting the brunt of it. I think they picking with her and messing with her, and it's a build-up, and he's the only one that's really messing with her right now, so he's getting the brunt of what she's gone through, but it's not fair.
And you're exactly right, because he's in a mix, and he said he doesn't like to be in the middle. You see when she was crying last episode, the episode before last, when it was doing, the training or doing the, positivity, work activity, whatever, team building, he was like, well, you could do something else, and she was just crying, and he feels sorry for her, and he understands what she's saying, and then he's around these people, and they're like, yo, she's totally toxic, and then she's arguing with him, probably what is going to be their next move, like, they're doing this to me, I can't believe, and he's like probably saying something, and she's not feeling what he's saying, and she may think that he's against her, because now she's seeing everybody she's supposed to be cool with, like Young Bay and Tatti, turn on her quick, fast, in a hurry. And like you said in the comments, it's karma because of what she did, Jennifer Miller, to, Miss Kitty.
Yeah, but it's still is annoying though. Like,
it is.
Especially if you know somebody's trying to play you against somebody else. Just, everything you do is bad, but everything somebody else do is good. That's manipulative, and it's weird. And I feel like she really want to take off on Young Bay and C's, but she can't. Now she's in a predicament to where if she do anything else, she's gonna look even worse. And more crazy than what she already looks.
All right, thank you, Dave Hart. Thank you for calling in. I appreciate you.
You up? Keep doing what you're doing, Mary.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for all the super chats. I do appreciate it from the bottom of my heart.
Hey, you know what? I got to support. If I'm here sipping on this tea, I got to pay for it. Anywhere else you go, and you get some services, you got to pay for it.
Facts. Thank you so much. You're the man. Peace.
Yeah, I try. Have a good one.
You too. Peace. Yep. So that's the situation. It's just like, damn. So it's like Donna looks crazy. For real. So we get to see in his, girlfriend Suzette. This is her outfit. It looks like a long shirt and her nightie wrapped around, and she got on her fishnet stockings. I thought these stockings, I swear I'm not even lying to you, when I saw her get out the truck, the Uber XL, and I saw her legs, I saw a fishnet and scales of fish. I was like, damn, I want some catfish. I just want to skin the the little shells be on top of the fish, and when you get fresh fish and you clean it off, that's what it reminded me of. I was like, okay, come through. And then C's looks good. I was like, okay, Suzette done came through. She's with her man. And who is that lady in that yellow? Lord help her. I know what you're talking about. Donna is too much, and Alex still left with her. Yes, he did, L Web. Yes, he did. Those leggings are a hot mess. I was like, Lord have. I was thinking about, catfish, baby, skinning the fish, taking the scales off of it. Lord have mercy. What's up, LSW? What's going on? And so I'm just like, so now they're at the event that Caesar's hosting. He got a party planner. Young Bay looked terrible in this dress. Oh my God. And the back, she looks fine, but in the front, it just like, it's not fitting. It doesn't fit her body well. It's just, it just don't look right. That color don't look good on her. And so I just, had to let you guys know what I thought. And Kwani, she looks nice. She got the old school puffy jacket on it. You know, she's still down with Total and shit like that. And Puma's playing baseball. And, you know, see his hairline is pushed back. You don't see that lineup, you know, with the draw on lineup. But he's been getting his hair done because he had a few different, you know, hairstyles. Thank you so much, Dave Hart. Appreciate that. For real, for real. And then Caesar's pretending like I thought he was going to propose to her. So he hasn't lost his mind yet. You know, he's still not going to move too fast. He's not going to be peach juice. He ain't going to be Porsche out here in these streets. He done gave us some diamond earrings and call it a day. And then Kwani and Young Bay, you know, they run towards C's and, you know, they get at him like, why you do that? Why you do that? That's wrong. Like, he's playing them games like, you know, when you bend down and get on one bended knee in front of mad people, in front of a whole lot of people, we filming, and this is your shop. I'm thinking you gonna put the ring on it because you know Suzette wanted to get married. They're already playing house brought a house together. Both of their names is on the house, so therefore, you know, it is what it is. Now we got the guys. They are concerned. They are concerned for Alex. You know, they want to know where Alex is at. You know, C said he invited Alex, but he did not invite Donna, basically throwing it up in Donna's face that you ain't welcome. And, you know, people that, you know, C's will always do this, but somebody will, you know, have an N-way, you know, with C's for her. But right now, there's nobody with an N-way, you know, for her with C's, because you know C's will be ragging on her like he's ready to get rid of her for years. You know, Sky was the go-to to help her. You know, Miss Kitty was the go-to to back C's off of her, and Teddy. But now she got C's, Teddy, Puma, and, you know, Young Bay, and also Tatti. You know, so ain't nobody defending her right now. So she is left out in the cold, and it is freezing, y'all. It is freezing out there where Dawn is at. It is freezing. And we have Mr. Rock. This is, somebody broke his shit. They was like, I can't believe, look what he did. Who's gonna buy this? Who is going to buy this? It even broke. Like, and they left all the pieces there. Nobody want none of that. Nobody wanted to touch that. Nobody wanted a part of that. Nobody wanted a piece of that. And if he would have made the fingers like worms coming around, that would have been different. You know what I mean? He wasn't even creative. Had a string coming through with the fingers and the fingers moving around. You know, something that you can move it around. Something to make it more creative. You know, I guess he, you know, it's a pen, a needle, because he's a tattoo artist. But his skill of putting this together and his creativity is terrible, 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 terrible. And somebody else thought it was terrible too as well. Hey Pamela, what's going on? How you doing? I didn't even see you. Well, at least I think I didn't. So now we get to this situation where Alex, you know, he pulls up, you know, poor Alex, you know, Alex is just like, this is just, you know, just all right hell type of situation that it's just no joke. You know, producers, you know, done jumped down, basically want to see what's up with Alex, wants to see what's wrong with him. They are calling C's, they're calling Teddy and everybody to come out so this could be a scene, this could be a moment off of who? Donna and Alex, pain and misery. You know, Alex, I know C's and them feel guilty about jumping Alex. They see what type of situation that he's in, that he was never a threat. Alex got scratches on his face, right on his upper lip, and he's trying to tell the guys that, you know what, he's not good right now. He's not good. You know, life ain't good for him right now. Everything ain't popping for him. He's just feeling a certain type of way, and you know, he's feeling like, you know, he needs some help. He needs some help. He seriously does need some help, and he got scratches on his face. Production is asking him, what's on your face? What's going on? You know, they're coming to check on Alex. They feel like, damn, what's going on? And it's just like one of these situations, and they're like, yo, what happened? Like, could we talk to you? Then Alex is just sitting there, and he was like, he just looks defensive. He looks skinny. He look weak. You know, he looks like, you know, a whole lot's going on. Hey, what's up? What's going on? Hey,
Steve from Detroit.
Hey, Steve. But Steve, I'm gonna need you to hold so I can get through this part of, you know, Donna and Alex. We are at the end. But how you doing tonight?
I'm doing fine. You know, I always call in to chop it up with you.
No, it's all good. I appreciate it because this is the season finale. Okay.
Right.
I'm like, damn. So now we're at the situation where we're with Alex, and Alex is in the parking lot. Basically, he's talking to the guys, and, you know, he's telling them that things ain't cool, things ain't right. And they're looking at him like, yo. And then, you know, Puma sees Donna. She pulls up, and she's in the car, hanging out the car and shit like that. And Puma jumped his ass behind Tatti. He was scared. You know, Puma be scared. Lord. And he jumped, yo. He didn't miss a beat.
Remember, now last week, you know, you was defending Donna, and I was telling you how aggressive she be. Remember, we had this conversation.
Yeah, we did. We gonna get into all that. Thank you so much, Dave Hart. Donna gonna get a domestic charge if she don't stop. That's from Dave Hart. I know, but I didn't know she was gonna do this shit. Like, damn. But let's get to it. So, you know, you got this situation, and they're looking at Donna with disgust. They're looking at Alex like, damn, bro, how could we help you? They're looking like, yo, I can't believe like this is happening. It looked like C's and Tatti feel guilty about what they did to, you know, to Alex, because they're looking at him like, yo, we really did that man like that, and look what he's going through, and how long has he been going through this situation? And they just look with pure like pity and vermin for, you know, Donna. So it's just like, damn. And Donna's like, what? You don't argue with your man? You don't argue with your girl? Like, come on, ain't nothing wrong with him. You know, do you ignore your girlfriend? You know, so basically Donna is saying like, yo, he's not to be ignoring me and things of that nature. And then Donna's and Alex explaining the situation that he got into an argument with Donna because Alex was brushing his teeth, and Donna wanted him to hurry up and finish to brush his teeth so she can brush hers. And then she got arguing with him and yelling at him. I was like, damn, is this shit real? Like, is this really real? Like, come on, is this really real? Like Donna really think that this shit is okay on national TV? Is this a part of a script? Is this a part of a storyline? It's like I can't fathom, you know, this shit being real. But in any event, that's what they're presenting to us. And he was like, I didn't respond to her, so that's why she's mad. So if he don't respond and argue back with her, you know, she gets upset. And that's a person that has been abused before, because they think that when you argue back and forth with them that you care, or somehow like she needs total help. And then then Donna's telling Alex that she didn't do nothing. Like, she don't know where them scratches came from. He was like, what? Yes, you did. I mean, textbook, like with this situation with Donna and Alex. I'm like, Lord, Donna, please just get in the car and go home. Let that man be, like, girl. And she's arguing with him. He's like, I didn't do this to myself. I'm like, this is just so terrible. Look at C's and look at Tatti. Tatti got his head down. He's just like, he don't know. And Donna's just like she's just yelling, and you know, she's wilding out. And she was like, what you trying to say? You don't ignore me. And basically she was trying to get, you know, look at Puma. He's all the way behind Tatti. He's hiding. And then with this situation, you know, she was trying to get C's and Tatti to amen her. Ain't nobody gonna amen no situation like this. And look how weak and frail Alex look. He look like he can barely pick up a chicken wing or a chicken bone. And, you know, and Donna's a whole turkey. You know, like, what's going on? Like, this is too much. And he's like, you did do it. Why are you lying? I was just like, damn, this just sounds so bad. This is just so terrible. And he's looking at her like, you trying to make me look like I'm crazy? Like, you know, his face, those expressions look real. You know what I mean? So I don't know. But he is high right now because he's smoking and talking to her at the same damn time. And she said, come on, let's talk about it. Why are you talking to them? I was just like, damn, Donna. And then the producer comes out and basically was like, Alex, who caused them scratches? Like, was you in a domestic situation that you didn't cause the injuries to yourself? And he was like, yeah, I was. It was with her, but I was domestic too. So basically he's saying he did something. I don't know if he's saying that not to make her look bad or he's basically, taking ownership. But in any event, the producer's like, yo, you need to leave, tell her the truth. And so Alex didn't have COVID. He was hiding in another hotel room because the situation with Donna got too explosive, too out of control. So therefore he lied and had the producers tell Donna he needed to quarantine. Like, this is crazy. Like, how are they letting this shit go on? So it might really be farewell to Donna. And, she's asking him all types of questions about him being injured, and and why did you want a separation? And then I'm just like, damn, like, this is crazy. Like, Donna's like, what you talking about? You don't want to be with me no more, Alex? They was like, no, come over here, Alex, we need to talk to you. She was like, no, you ain't gonna be talking to him. Like, I want to talk to him. Like, Alex, you gonna really make these people believe this? Like, for real? Like, I need to talk to you. And then the lady's saying like, yo, the producer's like, this is a bad relationship. You need help, Alex. This is toxic. And the lady, she even took off her mask and trying to talk to Alex like, yo, you need to wake up. And then, she was like, but you don't want to be with me? He was like, no, I don't. I just want to be by myself. And so Donna was like, what? And it was like, let's talk to you, Alex. We want to talk to you. Donna was like, no, I need to talk to my man. And he's looking at her like, I don't know if he feels pity or he's abused, like he's an abused man. Like, what's going on? And then, he jumped in the car with her and took off. And him and Donna are working on this project, as you see on the screen, like they're shooting a movie and they're doing things together, selling tickets, to events, I don't know. So crazy. So what's going on, Mr. Detroit? What's going on, Steve? So what you think?
Oh, man, I told you Donna was being too aggressive. We had this conversation weeks ago, and I said I couldn't back her. She ready to just fight at any time. And I'm glad this episode showed exactly what Alex going through. If it was a role reversal and it was him beating up on Donna, he is like Puma said, he'd have been in jail. And then she forced him to get in a car with her.
Why did they let that happen? It was like, damn, man. The shit was sad and Donna was like, Donna really got problems. She needs to be by her damn self. She needs to get her shit right. She don't trust people. She is, exhibiting the same behaviors that she experienced in the past. And that's not right to do that to somebody that you love. And then she put her arms on him and she's pushing him into the car and he got in the car. I was like, Lord. And the security's watching. Would they let that happen to a woman? Like, what's going on? But we also got, I'm just like, Lord.
Yeah, because if it was the other way around and it was a man forcing a woman, the security would have grabbed them and separated them. And Donna's showing all the signs of an abuser. It's guys that get abused too, and you could see it. Because she comes from a relationship of abuse, and sometimes the person who get abused become the abuser, and that's what you're seeing right now with Donna and Alex. He ain't a violent guy. Like I said, he weigh about 110 soaking wet. Big old Donna just slapping on him, beating on him. He's probably a guy who don't even hit women back. There's plenty of guys out there like that. And she just, she done got real violent over time. She can't even sit down and have a rational conversation. You see that even when she's talking with Steve. What she do? Get up and push him. Donna ready to fight at all times. She needs some help.
It looks bad.
Yeah, it's all bad.
It looks terrible. Like, but Season asked Suzette to marry him, so.
Well, I'm glad. Boy, I'm so happy. Man, please don't need her. I'm sorry. She look like she gonna be problems. Even though I don't want Sky back, I'm curious to know how she would have got along with Sky. I think them two would have been going at it.
It would be interesting, but she's been around for a long time, so if they wasn't cool back then, they wouldn't be cool now. I'm just like, damn. Donna done went bad out this season. Hey, Miss T. She went bad. Hey, Dominican Woman 2021. What's going on? 7 Miles? Who else? I'm like, damn. I was like, shit, Donna. Like, yo. And it was like she was getting up in his face and not letting him speak and talk and telling him he's coming with her. And then she tried to justify it. And then she tried to say it wasn't her that did it. And she's telling him that he did it to himself. What, Donna? What? Not even, you're busted, you're out there. At least apologize and say it, at least, don't blame it on him and try to make it like, but she probably feels like, why are you telling our business? Are they in that house, tearing each other up? Like, what's going on?
Yes, abuser mentality. You know what I'm saying? She pushing them around. You can see she ready to go from 0 to 10. She was like that with Tatti. Oh, you didn't agree? Well, let's fight. I mean, come on, man. Who do that? You know this Donna's last season.
It gotta be. I'm just like, I don't know how she's going to come back from this. Like, I'm saying she needs to try to rectify all situations. Everything that's out here that look bad on her, she needs to do a question and answer. She needs to get on Instagram. She needs to start crying. She needs to say that she's in therapy. She's in couples therapy. She's working on her situation so she can be the comeback kid and be a different woman and explain, what she's been through. And she ended up victimizing somebody else. But, girl, you look terrible, terrible. This was bad. And then, like Major just said, I believe it was Major, that Alex said, yes, she put her hands on me. Yes, she be doing this. Yes, she be doing that. And they let her push Alex into the car. I don't know. So, sometimes in Black Ink, they can put shit in and they can edit very well and make it worse than what it is, because we know Black Ink Chicago, when 4 and Don's sister had passed away, they redid the scene like it was something recent and had took place like 6 months ago. So they could do I don't know. And Donna was like, did y'all see me hit him? Did y'all see me do anything to him? If you ain't see it, basically she said, if you ain't see it, then it didn't happen. I was like, Lord.
That's an abuser. That was the same thing used to happen to her when the guy she was married with used to whoop on her. Yep. Nobody see it then. Yeah, Alex could do so much better than Donna. Donna pretty enough, but she got too many mental issues, and she got to see what she's doing is wrong first before she even try to seek help. She don't think she's doing anything wrong. She's trying to justify it. Facts.
She's trying to justify it. And it's like, damn. And it seems like she has mental problems. Why are you arguing with him over toothpaste? Like, yo, if shit is going wrong in your life, things are not good, take some time to yourself. You got CBD, take your CBD that you selling. It's supposed to be a mood stabilizer or something of that nature. It's just like, yo, girl, you're doing too much and you're doing this shit on national TV. And it's just like, it just looks bad. And they can edit it any way that they want to use it. And so it's just like, how does Alex's family think about the situation? Does she act like this way when Alex's kid is there? You know what I mean? Like, he has a kid. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, Lord.
Right, I forgot about that. He sure do have a kid. I mean, damn. And you're going to watch your stepmama whooping on your dad. He could do better than Donna.
Way better than Donna. And, and I know C's and Teddy had to feel guilty. The way that they was looking at, Alex is, Alex don't really got his father that he was locked up. His father's sick. I don't know the story with his mama. And then he get with this older woman and she just basically, doing this to him. And the way that she talked to him. But sometimes also with reality TV, people will pick a negative, they will pick something that they will go with for the season 2 as well. So, like on Growing Up Hip Hop, Latrise is picking, or they're choosing to highlight that she's an alcoholic. You know what I mean? And this, and Angela's going through a bad relationship. And Donna is basically a mean mother sucker on this show. Like, Lord.
Yeah. I told you, I've been trying to tell you week by week. I'm glad that you kind of had a change of mind now after seeing this episode, but Donna too volatile. She too ready to fight. She don't get away. She ready to fight.
See, I didn't justify Donna.
Tatti for a room. But go ahead.
See, I wasn't justifying, Donna's behavior. I was just speaking on the mental aspect and what she thinks of her behavior and what this could be. But when she was going at Tatti, I guess it's the same thing with Alex. But to me, Tati's a snake, you know what I mean? So you got a snake laughing in your face, and a snake that would turn on you quick, and a snake that's been a snake, and now she's snaking you after she was laying in your bed, you know what I mean? But Donna has to be more mature where she can handle that and deal with it, because you're going to have snakes everywhere you go, and you can't let them trick you out of your own bag, you know what I mean?
Right.
And, so with the Tati situation, I know how snaky she is. I know how snaky young Bay is, and they're snakes at the same time. And Donna's saying it, but I think she's seen it too late. And then now you over here, she's probably taking everything out on Alex, that, oh, everything's failing. Maybe because I'm in a relationship with you. How come we can't get this? How come you don't defend me? How come we don't have what C's has? How come they don't like me? How come they don't respect me? How come they're turning their back on me? How come I can't tattoo good? All this other stuff. And then add on, her being immature and not being able to really think, because if anybody that has a brain would know that this shit looked bad, and they would fall back. Let Alex have his moment. You know what I mean? Or,
right.
Try to text him and be like, yo, please don't say nothing on TV. This is the worst thing ever. We'll get help or something. But that's also a sign of a person that's manipulating you and just basically want you to be quiet and not tell nobody. She should have said, I'm wrong. I need help. C's, can I take you up on that offer? Instead of giving me a photo shoot, could you pay for me to go to therapy? I don't know.
Right. She needs something, because she got worse over time. She used to be so violent like that in the beginning years.
I mean, I always thought that Donna was she was ready to go. Because remember when the lady that she was living with, and she didn't want to pay the rent or something like that, and she brought her on a court TV show, and she tried to fight, and she fought two ladies at the same time. I think they maced her, or they had something on her. She will fight. You know what I mean?
Right.
I always thought Donna, she tried to fight Tatti a whole bunch of times, and then Tatti ended up in her bed. So now Tatti might come out and said the only reason why she was with Donna is probably because she felt, pressured to, because she wanted to be on the good side of Donna. I don't know. They can take this narrative and run with it. So, but where does that leave Alex? What is Alex supposed to do now? What do you think Alex should do? Should he quit the show? Or stay with the show? Is he going to feel comfortable? What do you think his next move should be when it comes to the show and the relationship?
Yeah, he could stay with the show, but he damn sure don't need to be in that relationship. He could stay with the show and separate from Donna. I mean, it was been plenty of people who was kind of coupled, and then they separated. Wasn't Sky and Teddy like a couple at one time? Then they separated. I mean, Teddy and Tati was. I mean, he could stay with the show, but he don't need to be with Donna.
Miller says, get far as possible away from Donna. Dominican Woman 2021. Alex is a talented artist. Clearly, he has emotional issues. Yes. Mo, this show should be canceled a long time ago. 7 Miles. Alex should leave that show. So, yeah. And Teresa Bell says, Donna allegedly is bipolar. Her aggressive behavior, episode never fails. I know. Damn, Donna. They painting her even with the Young Bae situation, even though she felt like Young Bae was trying to be victim, and Young Bae has, basically, been on that tour of being a victim of everything in her life. You know what I mean? And they put the violins out for her. She should have just known that was the situation where I'm going to call her, I'm going to text her right now. I'm going to apologize to her. I'm so sorry, because basically they're making it look like she's coming after Young Bae. She done came after Tatti, and now the most closest person that's her most supporter and has her back and just rocks with her, walks behind her, carry her bags, clean her feet. She's mistreating him.
Yeah, that's how you know they building the case to get rid of her.
Yep.
Yep, even when they start the program and they got the stripper saying if you dealing with mental issues or if you're dealing with abuse, you know, this and that, you could tell all that's pointing towards Donna. So she should see the end is near. It's grabbable at this point.
I know, and so what this? I know, naughty. I know what you're saying too, as well. That Donna was used. You know, she was 21. She came on the show. She got in these relationship probably to help being on the show because everybody believes that they need to be in a relationship or married or having a baby to be on these reality TV shows to be interesting. That's number one. And then you know she was a kid and she had no guidance and she was down with whatever and she really didn't learn much from the people around her because they were older than her, but they were, you know, down with the get down. They was down with everything. And she probably feels like she deserves a better position. You know, she has had so many different, you know, memorable moments on the show where people was just waiting to see what Donna's going to do. And now all that is gone. You know what I mean? Because it's, you know, she should have just been like, you know what, I can't film this season. But she probably needed the money because, you know, basically she was complaining about, you know, she don't have a place to stay because she's about to be homeless and things of that nature. So I totally get it, but at the same time, you have to be aware of your surroundings and what you're doing and what you're doing to your brand. You know, you're not 21 anymore. You know, I like Donna too as well, but this is a bad look. Like, and then you snatch the dude up in the car. Then you tell him that you didn't scratch his face. It's like, damn, Donna, you should have just maybe hugged him and just said, I'm sorry. Can I come inside, C's? I'm gonna be on my best behavior. But he got scratches on his mouth. And, you know, he told them. That's why they can't. That's why he probably had to film, too. He got a mouth to feed. He got a self to feed. And New York is not, you know, it's expensive. It ain't cheap.
Right.
It's just... So what do you think about Walter? You know, Walt didn't prove his innocence. Him and Jessa, they was going to prove their innocence this season. I don't know if they cut it out. So basically, you know, C's threw a shot at Walt, basically saying when they was laughing in the shop when, you know, Rock was making fun of, you know, Spider, how the way he walks and talks, you know, Rock was basically... They was laughing and C's came in there. C said, you guys keep laughing, you'll be an unemployed comedian. So,
oh man,
so that's what C said tonight.
And Walt my guy, but it ain't no way they gonna be able to prove Walt innocent. You know, damn girl Walt allegedly stole that money.
You're so
He's just doing better now, you know, because he's back doing this comedy show. But it ain't no way they gonna be able to prove he's innocent. You know Walt when he took that bread. He
said ain't no way they're going to be able to prove Walt's innocent.
Walt guilty is all outdoors. I'm sorry. That's my guy, but he did that. He got to own that one.
Lord, so if your homie breaks up into your shop and then steals $5,000 and says it's a cash advance, you know, what do? Do you get Walt help?
Oh man, from what they saying, they got him help. So it's like it's hard to trust somebody when they stealing money like that. I think it's about over with for Walt too.
I know, man. And C's made sure he threw that shot in there. That shot got in there. Like, Lord.
And yeah, when you running a business and the people taking the cash, I mean, it's hard to come back from that. I'm sorry, it ain't like old shit when you took the chairs. When you taking the actual money, yeah, I think it's over with for Walt. He better hope that comedy stuff play out.
Damn. I was like, they said, just stay tuned. We're going to prove his innocent. I don't know if they cut it out or they're going to wait till next season because I think it was only 10 episodes or 9 episodes and, you know, and that's it. And what do you think about the situation with Tatti apologizing, you know, to Teddy, you know, for basically coming on to him in the club in front of his woman?
Yeah, she knows she did a foolish mistake, and I told another thing I told you last week. I said Teddy wasn't gonna take no chance in going back and messing with Tatti. Teddy looked happy. And I actually see the growth in Tatti. Tatti didn't change. You know, he ain't just trying to bang every female or anything like that. He happy with his the girlfriend he got. He ain't trying to mess that up over Tatti. Tatti jump in bed with everybody. And Tatti realized that now. I said he wasn't gonna pay her no mind. Now she feels stupid because she's been sobered up, and she went back to apologize.
I think she still wants him. And liquor makes you tell your true feelings sometimes. Sometimes, you get too drunk, you forget what you're doing. But she was clearly in her right mind. She understand. We already know what she used to do, allegedly. So when she went back there and she told Crystal what she did, and she was all happy and giddy, she was hoping to if Tatti would have said okay, she would have been happy. She was giddy about it. So to me, it feels like she's been talking to, Crystal about the situation. That's why she ran to her and mentioned it. I was like, okay, but Tatti, he can hit it if he want to. I think that that door is open if he wanted to, but he most likely he's not going to, because he's talking about marrying Juni or Uni or whatever the case is.
Yeah, Tatti ain't about to mess his situation up for somebody. He already knows Tati unloyal, especially when it comes to hopping in and out of bed with people. Tatti ain't about to mess up his situation with what he got with his new girlfriend for Tati. You see, he didn't pay her no mind, and she had to come back and apologize. She probably realized she messed up trying to come on to him. Like, that's not going to hold your spot in black ink, just jumping in the bed with them guys no more. You got to show your work. You got to show you're an asset to the company, not just with sleeping with everybody. So she probably realized, like, oh, I messed up, my job on the line, let me go back and apologize, because obviously he wasn't feeling her when she did that.
Nope. And his woman was in the same room, and then one of the things about the situation is Tatti said he didn't want to bring her around because there's too much history with the lady. So the last person he done slept with is her and Donna. Get Donna out the way and get Tatti. Tatti was like, oh no, I'm sorry. Sorry.
Yeah, you see? So she probably was walking on eggshells, just realizing that right there. Like, Tatti gonna start bringing this new girl. He don't want that bad energy. Basically, he don't want the woman around that he slept with. Sky gone. He was with Sky. Donna on her way out. So Tati doing what she doing, she'll probably be the next to go. She realized that and went to trying to save her job.
Yep, like Major said, she apologized, but she wasn't sorry. What's up, Information Man? What's going on? Ralph said Tatti was running through the women on the show. Yes, he was. It seems like he has sobered up. He done cleaned up his act. He done got himself, uni, and basically that's where he's going. He's a changed man. He got a record label now, sneaker deals, and all that other good stuff too as well. So it's just like, I think they're realizing, or they feel like, they could do without Donna. And Donna is hurt. And Donna's doing the most, and she just made it so worse for herself, where when you have the fans feeling empathy for you, that's one thing, but nobody really feels empathy for Donna. Donna's getting dragged all over the internet right now. Donna is getting dragged.
Yeah, Donna never grew. She actually went backwards. She got worse over time. She didn't grow. Those other people, they grew. All of them. Oshit, Teddy, even C's, they all grew, but Donna didn't grow. Her and Sky, they went backwards. Sky out, she gonna be the next to go.
And it's gonna be, oh man, I don't know how they gonna do it. Are they gonna continue the same format, or are they really gonna change it up, change the whole Black Ink crew, where when people come to work in the shop, they don't get hazed. As far as when it comes to Spider, he didn't get hazed because he's in the crew of the good Black Ink crew, because back in the day, he would have got hazed coming into that shop, but he might have known a lot of them people because, you know, Spider did say that, you know, he was a part of the music industry. He made music for Lauryn Hill, Nicki Minaj, a whole bunch of people, whatever. He produced beats and things of that nature. But usually when you get into the shop, you get hazed or you have a problem, and Spider done came there free and easy, so I guess they gonna change. Even Crystal, you know, had her situation. And Crystal basically told Donna, listen, I'm not apologizing for you. So it seems like Crystal don't like Donna either, right? Everybody they don't like her no more, right?
Yeah. Donna be doing too much. She trying to be the bully of the show. Like I said, she never grew. You know, you remember Crystal and Donna also had a fight before, too.
And so did Crystal and, you know, Tatti. It was over Tatti. Because Tatti was trying to push up on Crystal. And she was like, no, I don't want him. You know, and Tatti wanted to fight Crystal, and was basically coming after her and everything because Tatti was showing her attention. So I wonder if they're going to do away with that type of behavior, because everybody that came into that shop, that whether they was receptionists, you know, or tattoo artists or mixies, if they had a role on the show, they got hazed from being on the show.
Right. And Tati and Crystal didn't have a physical fight though.
No, they had the argument and
right.
And Tati tried to get back in the back of Black Ink because Teddy was doing something. He wanted her to present something, or she was going to be modeling some type of clothes or something like that. And Tati was trying to get back there to Crystal, and then they end up being cool. But Crystal was going through it too as well.
Yeah, the cancel culture kind of changing how producers and people gonna move on these reality shows now a little bit. You know, some of the violence and they answering questions on, man, they get you canceled quick. We just dealing with a whole different culture, and it's causing the reality shows. It's causing people to have to move different and not say certain things. Or, man, they'll be in your emails and in your DMs the next day with all type of hate.
Okay, what's up, Adrian Sims? She basically said that Alex said it was all cap for the show, that they created, you know, they created that scene between Donna and Alex, you know, just for TV. She said Alex said that.
Yeah, I don't believe that. Alex is trying to save Donna right now because he's seeing the backlash that she's getting. Yeah, you ain't gonna paint that type of picture about a person and then be able to come back and say it was all cap. I mean, nah, she getting that backlash. So now Alex is trying to, they probably sat down and, you know, got back together or whatever, and now she's telling him to, you know, I need you to go say this and that.
Okay, so here we go. Let me see. I think I got it somewhere here. What do I have open? Okay. So let's see. How come it ain't showing? It's a mess. And even to do it for the show, that's the worst thing. Why would you even want to play this storyline unless, you know, there's going to be a happy ending, or there's going to be some training, some teaching, or something that, but basically they're leaving it like Alex walked away with Donna like that, and that was it. So why would you even want to play that storyline? But you know what? You need the money. I guess we go to work and do the things that we don't want to do, you know? And
yeah, but that's why you know it ain't fake. I mean, for him getting beat up by Donna, they couldn't have implemented that. Nah, that gotta be real.
I wouldn't even want to play that storyline. And even Walt's storyline, I wouldn't want to play that because in the long run, that's what people gonna think. And then it hasn't even been proven, like, you haven't. You know what I mean? Like, like, Lord.
Yeah. Yeah. It's all bad. They gonna get one but backlash. And you seeing it now. You go to their Instagram, you right. People flooding the comment sections.
Like, Lord have mercy. Yep. So it's just one of them situations. I'm just like, damn, the shit looks bad. It's not something that you would even want to do unless it's a quickly, cleared up. And maybe they getting paid good. Maybe they need the money. Maybe they work on these people destitute and how they are. We have heard people that say the way that they use them on reality TV, they rock with it. But Alex was like, yeah, she did this to me. Alex, he scratched his face for that scene. Like, damn.
Yeah, he didn't scratch his face. I'm pretty sure Donna did do that. Donna real aggressive. Nah, that part couldn't have been scripted.
But he would have, I think Alex, but it all depends on the mental aspect of the situation, how it is. And he, wanted to be with Donna because he loved her. He thinks it's okay. Maybe it's not that bad. But, he jumped right in the car and they still working together.
Yeah, he loved Donna. So, it ain't no different than you done seen that with certain females in abusive relationships. And they don't, they could be getting beat up on, then a guy come around, come here, let me talk to you, and he pulling on her, and she going with him or forgive him back. It's women that be in that situation a lot of times, but it's also men that be in the same situation sometimes. So she, and then you remember Donna used to be tomboys, like she was in the girls, but she was like a butch back in the days during her high school years. So she do kind of got a guy type mentality.
She was trying to get the amen, from C's and Tatti. Okay, what does Tamika? The producers is creating the narrative. Duh. So basically, Tamika thinks that they're creating that narrative. Why do Alex go along with it? Alex said he got another room because he didn't want to be, in the same space with Donna. He didn't even have COVID. And then Alex is saying, yeah, it is a toxic relationship. Producers are now jumping in scenes and acting with the castmates. Is it that bad out here in these streets? That's what you saying? Like, Lord have mercy. Oh, like shit.
Yeah, you are seeing the producers stepping in a lot, but yeah, I'm pretty sure he had to get up out that room. He ain't gonna want to be up in there fighting kind of big butt all day.
I'm like, Lord, the producer was like, she was acting like she was Alex's mother, and Donna basically, I see what you said, Ralph. It's just like, damn, man, like, it's just bad. Like, I don't even know. Donna, go get some help. Alex, go get some help. Like, what's going on? They're smitten with a whole lot. They're smitten in what's going on. Donna done showed Alex some things, and Alex done showed Donna some things. Maybe if Alex wasn't with Donna, maybe he might or maybe not be on the show. But and she probably gave him the tools to be on reality TV too as well, and having his back, and he has her back, and that's what she feels. But at the end of the day, Donna, like, this is not good. Go get some help. Like, seek out your issues before it get worse. You want to marry Alex. Allegedly, you want to have a baby, whether you can or not, or whether you get a surrogate or whatever the case may be. But there's no way you can bring a kid in this world and think the life is going to be okay if you still having these behaviors. And also, you can't tell who's a snake and who's not a snake, and you can't let people trick you out your bag or do anything that's going to damage your brand. You know what I mean? But we'll see what happens. Only time will tell to see where she goes, because Sky has been doing well after she left the show, or getting fired from the show. She has been doing well. She has been chilling, not going crazy, not wilding out. She's been very calm. She's been very zen. And it seems like her and her kids are getting along at the time and at the point. But, I guess she had to leave the show for that. but she was able to survive, you know, what went down. I don't know if, you know, Donna has that type of fan base, because, you know, Sky's with everybody. She's with all the A-listers. I just showed you a video of her chilling with Chris Brown. She's at P. Diddy's house. Like, she, you know, she's getting that bag somewhere. Can Donna get that bag like Sky is getting if she gets kicked off the show? And then also this narrative that is going on with Donna right now, because it's not a good look. Ain't nobody trying to hear that.
Right, she definitely needs a break from the show. She definitely needs some time, because when you get on them shows, your life is displayed to the world. So she do need to get some help, but she definitely needs to just take a break for a minute and get her mental stability together. Find out what she want to do and just take a break from the cameras and stuff, because she just lashing out. And I think it's becoming too overbearing for her. But she definitely doing too much. She look bad right now.
Mm-mm. And what about C's? C's also said he was like, he's been cleared of any allegations in, you know, Fulton County, you know, court system with Child and Family Services, but he still got to deal with New York. And so basically he's just like, you know what, it is what it is. So now he has to deal with that situation. But it seems like he's moving on with Suzette, and that's his, you know, new family right now.
Oh man. That's gonna end in a disaster. Yeah, I think C's and Suzette. Now he probably, you know, fix the cases, and hopefully, you know, he can fix his relationship with his daughter. But I think the relationship he in, I just feel like that's gonna end in a disaster. She got like a strong personality. She seems like she's pretty aggressive her damn self, so I don't see them going nowhere.
Okay, Sim says the producer put Alex up to do this. He didn't want to say that. And that could be a possibility too as well, because as I told you guys before, from growing up hip hop, Sam and, you know, his father told me, you know, that when we did an interview, that from growing up hip hop, that he was told by producers, you know, to say that, you know, he's bi or he's into guys or whatever, and also to buy, you know, that ring from a pawn shop for, you know, Egypt. So it's a possibility, but damn, why would they say yes? Okay, I don't know why. Is it the pressure? Is it, you know, wanting to, do they want to please people? Like, you got to have some type of backbone when you're on reality TV, because it can destroy you forever. So what do you think about that, Steve?
Yeah, I don't believe they put him up to do it. Them scratches on his face, I'm sure he didn't do that to himself. We done seen Donna have this aggressive behavior before. So I don't think they would have put him up to do it. Nah, I think that part of it was real. And plus, we know we're in this cancel culture. You could make one wrong move, and, man, they will cancel you. And something like this will cancel you. So I don't think they would have put him up to do that. And, you know, they got lives. Once the cameras and stuff is off, some people got real lives they got to go live. And the cancel culture is unforgiving. That don't stop 24/7. You'll be getting threats in your DMs and people hassling you and trying to find out where you live and all type of hate. So I don't think the producers would have did that. No. I disagree.
This is crazy. Like, damn. I was like, yo, you know, let's look back at his face. Let's see how his face look. Okay, let me widen the screen. So this is him talking to Donna. How does he look serious? He was like, I did this to myself. He's looking at her like he's looking like I did, but he did. But there was a part when he was talking. I didn't catch, you know, I didn't get a clip of that. But there was a part that he was talking to the producers, and he laughed and he was smoking. So that little moment where he laughed, I don't know if it was a nervous laugh or he was laughing because, you know, Donna was acting up. But he did laugh when he was talking to the producer about their toxic relationship. And then Donna jumped in and then he laughed. So I was like, why is he laughing? It could be many reasons why he's laughing. But I was like, it makes you teeter where is it real or is it fake? Because we know with these reality TV shows, some people would do anything for a storyline, but this right here ain't what it is. No.
Yeah, I'm sorry, that's not. We've seen the Donna display nothing but aggressive behavior. So, nah, that's really who Donna is. Look how she be talking to him.
I know. The way she talked to him on that jet. So, when he was talking to this producer, he ended up laughing, in the midst. And I was like, I don't know if it's because he's high, because he was smoking, and that's why he laughed, or was a nervous laugh. Or, is this, is this fake? Because you got to question this shit. And then Walt didn't clear his name. It's just like, y'all gonna let this happen? And that lady's looking at him like she's real serious, unless she wants to be an actor. I know everybody wants to be an actor, and they can put on these roles. But at this point, I think he laughed, and I don't know. But he looked like serious, and he has these 2 spots on his face with blemishes of look like scratches. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that part ain't real. And you can see Donna don't even let Alex go off to talk to nobody by herself. You're talking to Steve, she pulled up. You're talking to the producer, she ran over there. Then she pulled him from over there and told him to get in the car. I mean, she's not trying to let him have a moment of space to talk to anybody.
KC basically believes that it's a true situation, believes like it is happening. Some people believe it's happening. Some people believe it's just for, TV. And somebody said they're getting paid $5,000 an episode. Tamika, they're producing, is creating the narrative. And what else? Let me see who else. Donna knew it was BS and she was being dogged. So some people believe it, some people don't. So it's just one of them situations. Lord have mercy, Donna, get it right. Fix this. Baby girl, you gonna think people gonna forget?
Nah. They ruining Donna's reputation right now. They're not gonna forget. You'll probably be seeing them trying to a petition to get her off the show.
I know. And that be the first thing. That's the first step, the petition. At .org. Yep. .org. We want you removed. Yep.
We want them removed for that behavior. That's why I said it can't be scripted. They don't play. They have a petition circulating around Twitter and Facebook tomorrow.
Well, Ralph said if Donna was actually doing that to Alex, he would have more bruises. Lord, these guys are too much. These guys are too much. These guys are too much. Like, Lord, I'm just like, it's a possibility. Like, Lord, they let them. This season is only 9 episodes, 10 episodes. You know what I mean? Like, they just, C's cleared his name before the shit end. How come Walt ain't been able to clear his name? And why wasn't Donna's name clear? Like, y'all just gonna leave this shit up in the air? Like, y'all foul. Like, clear this up. Let us know. Like, Lord have mercy.
They couldn't clear themselves because they really did it. Walt really stole that money and Donna really whooping on Alex. So there ain't no clearing their name.
Ooh. And nobody's gonna speak up for Donna on that show because she don't get along with nobody. She got no friends on that show now.
Nope, she fight everybody. She ready to go from 0 to 10. She's always showed this aggressive behavior, and she got even worse as time went on. You can't have a simple argument. She ready to throw hands. No, that's just how Donna is. Of course she whooping on Alex behind closed doors. Or fighting them. That's the only way she knows to resolve conflict. When have you ever seen Donna sit down and resolve conflict without fighting first? Sky had 2 fights.
Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. I mean, this is just, it was just awful watching it. It's like everything textbook that people will say, these are the signs if you're in this type of relationship. Donna fit into the quote her perfectly, like it was meant for her to everything that she said, like it was just so perfect. Like, damn, like, like what's going on, Donna? So, that's probably why some people are thinking that, okay, but if you're really that way, you're gonna act that way. And some people thinking that maybe it was planned, it was production, or whatever the case may be. But this is not something that you do, not when already, you're on skating on thin ice, and then the last thing you need is for this to hit you. Like, if you selling your CBD, you selling wigs, you selling, eyelashes. I don't know if she's still doing that, but, Sims is basically saying that Donna and Alex are happy. Yeah, on their Instagram, they're on yachts, they're still partying. Some people believe Alex, don't believe he's in that situation. Donna says if Alex was really in a bad situation like that, his family would have jumped in. His family would have said something. Alex, don't let her do that. That's what she's saying out here. But, the people are wilding on the situation.
Yeah, he probably wasn't even telling his people what was going on. It's a lot of people out here that's getting abused that don't tell their people what's going on.
I know. And Sim says, I don't believe the storyline because the show is based on what the producers want. I would have been like, y'all gonna have to do something different. When Donna's right, she's not thinking about, let me not to face. No, I don't believe it. So, it's one of them situations, but it is what it is. Any last words you would like to say? Steve from Detroit in the building.
No, thank you for letting me call in and top it up with you. I love your show. I'll support it. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, and I appreciate you calling in. Thank you, and bless you.
Yep, have a good one.
You too as well. Thank you, Steve. Appreciate it. Okay, so there we go. So, yeah, it's one of them situations. Let's see. Trying to see if anything else popped up on the Donna situation. Is anybody going to speak up for Donna? Or is it just going to be left like this in the streets? So I guess we shall see. The bigger issue is the lasting image and the message that the show represents. What it presents to people about you. That could be a situation, but if you hire Donna for any gig, if you hire Donna for something, you already know what the situation is going to be like. So it's just like, And sometimes, it's just crazy. Even with the Meg Thee Stallion situation, her going at, little baby. I mean, the baby basically doing a song with her, then doing a song with Tory Lanez, and then he retweets something that basically is someone wrote that seems like he's okay with Tory, and they both, be clapping that still, so it's just like, damn. I wouldn't want my son or my daughter in any of them situations, the Meg situation or this situation with Donna and Alex. And I think about reality TV, sometimes they will put on a lie, but Alex was convincing. I don't know if he cut himself shaving, that just sounds like excuses, you know what I mean? Like what people say when they're in domestic situation. Lord have mercy. So thank you guys so much for coming through. I really do appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. My peeps, my people's peep squad is in the building. Thank you, Major, for coming through. I really do appreciate it. Thank you, Ralph. Thank you, Miss T. Miss T says, and also please check out Norris Tony's YouTube channel. Please check out the Information Man YouTube channel too as well. Thank you guys so much. Thank you, Ralph. Thank you, Nunu Sky. Thank you, Adrian Sims. Thank you, Tamika. Thank you, guys. Thank you, KC. Who else? Scorpio. Thank you for coming through. Please hit the like button. LSW is in the building too as well. If I forgot you, I'm sorry. But thank you guys for the support. Thank you for hitting the like button. Thank you for calling in, Steve from Detroit. Also, thank you, Dave Hart, for calling in too as well and super chatting. I do appreciate that. Thank you guys for coming and supporting, hitting that like button and spending some time and also writing in the comment section, being in the chat. You know what I mean? Much love to you and thank you for your thoughts and your opinions on the situation. I'm not going to shut down anybody's opinion. Just going to analyze and go through it. It's going to be what it's going to be, y'all. Thank you, Mo, for coming through too as well. Kimberly, also Tasha, The lovely Tasha and Dominican Woman 2021, thank you too as well. Thank you Naughty, thank you Camilla, thank you JB, J Bird, thank you for coming through. Much love. Please like the video. Blessings and peace to all my peeps and my peoples. Peep Squad is in the building, baby. Peep Squad.